Merry meet and welcome everyone tonight. This is Madam Star's Awaken Radio Talk Show with our beautiful lady, Raven Nightshade. Merry meet, sisters. Thank you for coming on the show tonight. It's a very big one. Very big one.
I know. I've been looking forward to this one like all week. It's going to be great.
Oh my gosh! You know, it not just the previous show that Pet Psychic Lady Vampire Shadow went to and came on the show. She gave such an extraordinary, special show that we were lucky and fortunate to ask her to come back. And, you know, a lot of these psychics are so busy with their gifts. You know, we were just fortunate that she had time for us. And I want everybody out here that are listening to us, if you were here at the previous show with our professional psychic, Pet Psychic, I want everyone else know that haven't heard the last archive of the show, you can go back and listen. She is a gifted professional pet psychic. This is a real thing, people. This is nothing. We don't make up stories. We don't bring fakes or phonies in. All our shows are professionals, people that are truly born with special gifts. And we're talking about magical spiritual gifts. And Lady Vampire Shadow was, you know, she didn't really realize, but she was born with this gift, and it was a tragic thing that happened to her. Well, I don't know how so tragic. If anybody heard her show, it was something, a flood happened, and this psychic ability just came out. And most of the time, and I've been doing some research, children, their psychic abilities start blooming gradually, or some just automatically come when it comes to trauma in their life, or something has happened to them that is serious, and for some reason it just opens a new world for them. But I want to introduce, you know, since Lady Raven Nightshade, this is her first time meeting with Lady Vampire Shadow, our psychic, I'm going to give you the honor, my sister, to introduce our beautiful Vampire Shadow, the Pet Psychic.
You would.
Yeah.
Everybody will have to excuse me because my voice is just like broken tonight. It's been a rough couple of days. But yeah, we have Lady Vampire Shadow here, and truly, truly marvelous, remarkable young lady, and welcome, Vampire, to the show.
Welcome and merry meet, sister.
Thank you guys for having me on the show tonight.
I'm so excited, Vampy. I never forget the previous show that you've done. You've opened a lot of hearts to furry masters out there with these little animals, and I'm telling you, this was a night that I've been looking forward to, and I'm so honored to have you back. I'm sure we have some callers already. The switchboard is lit up, and we got a first caller. Her name is Brandy. But would you, before we start asking questions to the caller, or they want to ask you a question, can you refresh those who haven't been here, those who did not come to your previous show? Can you give them a little insight about you, a little bit how things went with you as a child and what started your psychic abilities, if you don't mind?
Yeah, okay. Well, from the time I remember, I was seeing little things, like I'd have a cat who crossed over, and even though the body was buried, I'd still be seeing the cat around the house or the property, and I'd tell my parents that I can see this cat, and I'd call them by name, and they say, oh, well, no, that cat isn't here anymore. She died. But I would still be seeing their spirits around. And the incident with the flood was when I was 3 or 4 years old. We were building our house, and we had just the foundation built.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is it rained overnight, and the foundation filled up with the water, and they had to pump it out. And they took me down there, and I was pretty small at the time, so I had the water gushing into my rubber boots and everything. I was soaked. And there was this mouse who had fell in the water and drowned. And as its little body floated by, I didn't see it as a mouse. I saw it as almost like a human-type creature. And that really scared me. And they said, oh, it's just a mouse. And they just couldn't see it how I saw it. And I think what it was is that I was seeing
A spirit, a body.
Yeah, it was like the soul of the mouse was larger than the mouse. Not really sure how to explain it.
I really, really understand because I was reading. I did some research even before the previous show, and like I said, I learned a lot of stuff about children at a young age, and that was just the trauma of what you have experienced seeing your house as a little child, a small little 3-year-old, seeing her house in a pile of water. I mean, you're probably thinking all kinds of stuff, I'm going to die, or you probably didn't even know about that. And that mouse that you've seen, I really believe that Lady Raven Nightshade was a spirit of maybe a human that was formed into a mouse. I don't know, but
yeah,
it's
that's
possible. Yeah, I can see where that would be possible. Some of the Druid teaching is that for each incarnation that we have, we pass through several. We start out as a molecule and then progress through. So it's possible that was residual from a past life or something if you follow that line of thought.
Exactly. Are you ready to take a call, Vampy? Because we do have Brandy. Are you still around?
Yes, I am.
Are you ready for this, Lady Vampire Shadow?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, Brandy. Where are you calling from first, dear?
Yeah, I'm calling from Texas.
Oh, Texas lady. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Brandy, for calling. And go ahead, if you have a question for Lady Vampire Shadow, Pet Psychic, feel free to ask your question.
Yeah, I've actually never talked to a pet psychic before, so this is really cool for me.
Do you have a question for her?
I do, actually. Well, I have a cat that I feel really close to. Her name's Sasha. And I was just curious if you had any information about her, like if she likes being with me or, anything you can tell me.
Well, I usually work with photographs and things like that. But do you have a description of your cat?
Yeah, she's a gray cat. Kind of looks like a Maine Coon cat. Long-haired. Let's see, she's probably about 5 years old now. Really sweet. She's very, very sweet.
How long have you had her, honey? Maybe that'll help.
I've had her since she was about 6 weeks old, and she was very sickly when I got her. And I kind of got her back to good health.
Okay.
I think it's a little early for me because I'm not picking up anything from her right now.
Oh, yeah, that's fine if you can. I was just curious if you could.
Was there a particular reason why you wanted to ask her if she's happy with you?
No, I just sometimes wish she could talk.
Oh, well, let me tell you, Vampire Shadow talks, it's like a lady Dr. Doolittle.
Uh-huh.
You can just imagine her walking around the neighborhood and all these animals, when they pop up and they get close enough, or she's seeing them or hearing them. That's what she goes through on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Maybe later on during the show, Vampy, do you think maybe you can pick up her pet and give her some insight about how happy or unhappy the cat is?
Well, I could try, but I can tell you that most cats, when you get them from a young age and you raise them from little tiny kittenhood, that they usually form very close bonds to their humans.
Yeah, I feel
some cats
definitely.
some cats almost take on what they would say was a dog-like personality with humans.
She does have a dog-like personality because I can call her and she'll come jump on my bed.
And some cats like to play fetch and different little games like that, or even do tricks, because I know that mine, they like to perform little tricks.
Yep, she does that.
Good.
I know she's happy. I just wanted to hear what you had to say. So
even if it's a spiritual contact, I mean, I'm not the professional. I am not a pet psychic, but I am a psychic, and I think it's for humans as well as for animals.